Hi friends, I am Joel John and today 20th February 2020. So if you look at this date, this has lot of significance and this is going to be the quiz now. Similar date is there on the same day, same year, sorry. So you have to find out that and type it on the comment box. Start typing now itself because this is not a great puzzle. Everyone can find out the answer very easily, and I will be giving hints throughout this video till the end of the video. So watch till the end of the video. Even if you comment, there are going to be a lot of interesting topic, like I'm going to talk about an IPS officer who encountered, that's who during the police operations more than 200 people were killed on firing. That's throughout his career, not on a single day. And uh, also about the Hungary of a important city in the that's the most business city of India, that's Mumbai, about the hunger statistics there and how this officer is working to solve that. And apart from that, I'm going to talk about the greatest problem in China, which is coronavirus. As human beings, we have to care for all our fellow human beings, and China is our neighboring country. And also the need for democracy all over the world. Why without democracy people are suffering much? And also I'm going to talk about global pollution, mainly the global warming, and that's the main reason for the Australia fire to continuously burn. Many things are spreading out that this is the way the fire would have broke out, and these are the problems in Australia. But there is also a geographic problem which the whole world is a part of it, and this problem is mainly associated with our Indian Ocean. So we must definitely think of this problem. So I am also going to talk of that problem as well. I am having cold today, but because of the day's significance, I am making this video today, so kindly excuse me. And to tell about other things, to start with the video, I am going to talk about this IPS officer, Mr. Sivanandam IPS. He functioned as Mumbai commissioner, and during his period there were been lot of encounter operations. And one thing which attracted me mainly was his comment about the encounter operations. Like, he said like this: uh, justice denied is justice delayed is justice denied. Similarly, immediate justice is no justice. Encounter is something like police fires about on criminals during the operation. So if on case of self defense under Indian Penal Code 100, every individual has the right. Police are armed with weapons, including the rights. For us, we have to apply to the nearby superintendent of police or the assistant commissioner to have armed weapon, or even if we use our own hands or something else on account of self defense, the IPC 100 section applies. But be careful, even IPS officers who use this self defense have been jailed. From the interview of the same IPS officer, I came to know that have been jailed for more than 4.5 years. After that, they were back to their service and also entered into politics. So something interesting about that. But to talk about this encounters, justice delayed is justice denied, because if the justice is delayed for long, mainly for civil cases that come into my mind, the person would be a farmer who is in need of some agricultural land or something for his livelihood or his home. This justice delayed, and the case comes after 20 years or 30 years. This person would have spent his entire life as an agricultural labor or as an tenant in someone else's home. That's something which came to my mind. And immediate justice is no justice. The instance he quote was rape of veterinary doctor, and I also made a video about rape prevention, also promoting the Kavalan SOS app given by Tamil Nadu government. And I also said that the ADGP of that cell is looking for intelligent software companies and minds who can come up with innovative solution to bring up more instruments like that. Also, corporate heads can do it through their corporate social responsibility team. So please, you can approach your nearby cyber cell officials, higher officials, or the women and child abuse prevention cell IPS, like IPS officers like ADGP or DGP will be heading that. You can approach them with your ideas if you can contribute to the government and the well-being of the society. Like for example, that's app runs with consuming data. There are some apps which run only with the mobile connection, which is being promoted by few of the banks. So if you can come up with something like that, you can also suggest them and support the well-being of the people. And on this case, when the accused were taken to the investigation for the site to get a clear report, at that time they pulled out the firearms, that's pistols of the police officers, and shoot at them. Police officers, on account of self-defense, killed them. This is what happened. And why this is being said as immediate justice is no justice? Because it's the responsibility of the police officers to take them safely to the court and produce them. There may be also, I suspect there may be 1 or 2 cases left over, but still they have said that with other methods of investigation, no one is left over. But so have this as well in mind. If a housebreaking criminal comes in, but always give priority to your life. Don't try to kill him. If you catch him, you can understand the motivation, and also if the whole group is caught by the police or through the statement of this kind of people, it will be helpful for them to capture the whole gang, and so many people in your area will be safe. But better thing is use cover up kind of things and inform the police, because they will be well trained to fight with criminals. When criminals are talented enough to pull out the armed weapons from police and shoot at them, we are not trained people, right? And as I said you, the clue about this is that date comes on the same month of February. So it's similar to this today's date, that is 20th February 2020. So find that out. And now I am going to talk about coronavirus. I am having cold today, and I asked you, all of you, to try out something like this Dabur Chyawanprash to increase your immunity, and I missed out you taking this for some days. And I also come during cold time after finishing my night shifts. I used to wear jerkins, all those, but still sometimes it happens, right? And coronavirus, keep your immune system properly. Coronavirus mainly affects the respiratory system and renal, that's the kidney system. Because of this, the death happens. Common symptoms are like fever and cold. So what's the problem is later diagnosis of this disease is the main reason for the spread. And another one thing is the surveillance rate of this virus is much higher. I came to know that this virus has the potential to live up to 5 days out of a human body, provided. So you have to keep your places neat and clean. With the disinfectant, use some phenyl kind of disinfectant to properly clean your room. When you wash your clothes, you can add some antiseptic like Dettol or Savlon, so that the personal hygiene is better. And another one thing is like the reason for democracy all over the world is the same coronavirus. The doctor who initially found out this was not allowed to talk about that this virus is a different one on media. He was arrested and threatened by the Chinese communist, what they call it as capital communist country. The law is like that there, so we cannot talk much about that. So a free, secular and democracy with the right to speak, and even a democratic country, the speech rights are much limited. You should not hurt someone by your speech, and again the law and the punishment is much higher. That could be reduced, because most of them do this because to ignorance. And whenever a calamity happens or a problem happens, why should people get that much of angry to beat someone who protests against an idea or who express their thoughts against an idea? And I don't even find any political party camping saying that we will bring in more right to speech to the public people, and also strike down the acts which are against the right to speech, or giving severe punishment in case of small problems on speech. So if political parties take that into account, we will get the real freedom even in a democratic country. And to talk more about that coronavirus impact, the death rate has gone about some 2,118, and affected rate is about 74,576 as on date, what the figures I got. And the reason for sudden hike is the proper scanning mechanism was not there. What this country did was, they were initially scanning their temperature, and whomsoever who is having an abnormal temperature and cough are kept on isolation, and their reports were studied through a blood sample check. and Ho has the technology to do a complete screening. The UNO should start acting soon on these kind of things. After long approval, after long waiting time, now Ho has get into the picture. That's the reason for the sudden increase in the number of people who are affected. All the people who are kept on the suspect list are being fully screened, and this full screen procedure gives the accurate result about coronavirus infection. The best thing is that more people who are on the suspect list are spreading into people who are not affected as well. Out of the 10 suspect group, there will be one person who is affected. When he coughs, this spreads to all the other 9%. Maybe say that 2 people have a good immune system, so that they may survive, but not all of them. So this was the condition which was going on. And another one thing I like to talk to you about is about the lung and kidney. These 2 parts you have to keep it safe by proper food and proper habit. If you smoke, your lungs will get damaged, also your kidney, liver and other internal parts. And similarly, if you drink, your kidney will become completely damaged. So those who don't have that kind of problem, those who don't have a failure, renal or lung problem or any internal organs for that matter, are able to survive from this coronavirus or any upcoming future virus as well. So health is wealth, that is on your hands. If you don't smoke and drink, you will have a better chance to survive from these kind of epidemics as well. And to talk about that, another one clue for this date, I will tell you, like, you write all the in numbers. So today comes like 20/02/2020. This is the biggest clue I can give you. So with this, you can easily find out the date which is similar to this date and comment on the box below. And the next topic is about the Australia fire, West Val calamity. More than 6 million hectares of land is fired out. 2,000 homes are destructed. This is what the situation there because of a forest fire. I told you earlier that this forest fire is because of a climate change and greenhouse gas increase, and Indian Ocean is playing a huge role in that. So what's about that? So in Indian Ocean, there is a phenomenon called as Indian Ocean Dipole or IOD. What's that is, there are 2 ends. Here we have Africa and here we have Australia. Okay, what happens is due to the wind blow, the warmer water of the ocean is directed, and this dipole is considered in 3 types, that is neutral, positive and negative. Neutral is a place where in Australia also the temperature difference in Australia and African coast of ocean water is negligible or 0 or equal. So this is the phenomena. Then we have negative. Negative is that on Australia's side, the wind from Africa blows towards Australia. So what happens is the Australian side ocean is warmer. So it carries all the warm water towards Australia. It will be about, at this time this is unusually high, and this has gone up to 2+% on the negative side. So this is about positive. So whenever this wind from the west blows towards, that's from Africa, the wind blows towards Australia, the warm water is moved there and there is a very high rain. Because of the warm water, there is more evaporation, so more water vapor is there, so it falls down back as rain. So this is the effect of negative dipole in Indian Ocean. Now we are having a positive dipole, and in this positive dipole, the wind from east blows towards the west, that's from Australia blows towards Africa. What happens now is, this wind carries all the warm water towards Africa. So usually it happens, but this year in 2019, the temperature difference is more than 2 degrees Celsius. So this 2 degrees Celsius has created more than 3 times average rainfall in Africa, and Africa is being flooded out. Similarly, in Australia, forest fire is an usual phenomena. They say that agriculture people ban the forest to create more land for agriculture, as there will be bans, all those, whatever it is. But now the loss is becoming very, very huge. Just imagine how many more trees we have to plant, how many years will it take for the trees to grow to that level. And when you think of all that, it's really higher. So they are having some roads, but more road transport into that, and also solar energy has to be used more. We can also have pumps with solar. In the recent budget, they said that they will give solar pumps with solar energy pumps to farmers free of cost. So it will give it will reach out without instead of putting a huge electric wire line. Solar pumps will serve the purpose on remote farmlands, and that's a very good initiative of Indian government. And like that, they should come up with a lot of initiative, and the whole world will change on using the fuels. When we burn more fuels and when we produce more greenhouse gases and when we cut down trees, we are accounting for global warming. That's being the main reason for the fire to the dipole temperature rise, and this also will create the solar ice cubes to melt down and fall and may cause up a huge flood. And so this is about the main reason why the Australia fire is still uncontrollable. And this is the West. When you take about the historical records, in 1974 it accounted for about 3.4 million hectares fired off, and on 2003 it accounts for about 2 million hectares fired off, and now in 2019 it's about more than 6 million hectares fired off. So this is the kind of a situation. The people have lost their cattle and people are suffering much. And UNO also should act on these kinds of things. They should have enough fire helicopters, fire aeroplanes to put down the fire. And also they should have, Australian government should come up with an innovative system where they have pumps, water sources, and also desalination of seawater should be increasingly used, so that whatever the temperature of the water is, they take out water from the sea and take it into the coastal areas, so that they don't use much of the river water there. And river water can be deviated towards the interior parts, so that there will be enough underground water, so that there will be greenery. We have to prevent the greenery, so that the forest fire doesn't come up. And also there should be enough gaps. Always they say if they put a road inside, if human go inside the forest will destroy. Not always. With what motivation we go is much important. And also I read that about 400 to 700 people are killed by elephant. So when they come in encounter with human beings in India alone. So when they do some kind of roads, they should also consider animal and human encounters, which should not cause deaths to human beings and animals as well when they get into road accidents. So it's all about proper planning, and we have to take solid steps about humanity. And that police officer also is working on the Dr. Sivanandan. He has found out the hungry statistics. I told you, right? In the biggest city, 1 million people go to bed hungry, and 75,000 of them are children. That's the kind of situation in the country. He has come up with a foundation called Roti, and thereby they are collecting the waste food and providing them. And also on hospitals, they are collecting donation and preparing cooked food and giving them on the cancer treatment hospital. As I said, don't smoke, don't use tobacco or alcohol. What for alcohol was first found out? Alcohol was first found out to give as an anesthesia to people who are injured badly or enduring serious surgeries to avoid the pain. When you don't have any pain, thinking of your mental tension and all, don't consume alcohol. Alcohols will only increase your mental tension, and smoking as well. And have clean habits, so that even an epidemic or will not have a huge impact or fatalities, as your immune system will be proper and your internal organs will function proper. And also have some good things like Dabur Chyawanprash, honey, badam. All those things are very good for all the human beings, and also for night shift employees with special regards. And as usual, subscribe to my channel by pressing the subscribe button. Press the thumbs up icon as a token for appreciating me, and also press the share icon below. You will see a lot of social media icons. Wherever you have account, log in and share this video and also my other videos. You can click on the search with my name Joel Janjia, or click on my photo below. It will take you to my channel page. There, if you click the videos tabs, you will be able to see all my videos. On that, you can see whatever the videos you like to watch, and also share it with your friends and relatives, and support me to grow much higher. And also watch the ads. I got the information about this Dabur Chyawanprash, all those through the advertisement. So ads are also a wonderful source of information. So gather more information, improve your knowledge, increase your humanity, be global conscious about global warming, about the people who are hungry, and don't waste food or waste anything. Proper over usage of any commodity will lead to overconsumption, which may increase our percentage of pollution. So that way also you can avoid pollution and global warming, and prevent forest fires like that happening in Australia, and also the dipole temperature deviation on the Indian Ocean region. And also uh, uh, share my videos again saying that, and also watch other videos, advertisements, and get more information, be more informative and resourceful human beings into the society. And now I have to close up this video anyway. So it's time to say bye. It's your Jojan J signing off from you. Bye.